What is up, guys, and welcome to a Geetsly's podcast, something I haven't necessarily done on this channel before, but we think it's a good fit seeing as we have our Gmod communities fully up and running now. So today on the podcast, I have Fakeo, also known as Ethan in real life, and we're just going to be pretty much talking about the community, the Gmod community at the moment, what's going on. And for those of you who didn't know, Fakeo is the CEO of our Gmod division, so he knows what's up and he just coordinates things behind the scenes, even if you don't see him on the servers often, or interact with him often even. So if you just want to, I don't know, make your own introduction, Fakeo, or have I pretty much covered all the bases there?
I think you covered all the basics. I mean, I wouldn't say I do a lot of the work. I mean, I do coordinate stuff, but that has to go out to Gecko and Dolphin and Barnes for being the real MVPs of that.
MVPs, and we'll definitely be having Dolphin, Gecko, and Barnes on the podcast soon as well. Dolphin will probably be a bit harder because all we'll hear.
We just need Dolphin to get a mic first.
Yeah, exactly. Like if Dolphin comes on this podcast, it's gonna have to be in conjunction with Gecko. So all you'll probably hear is a couple of Dolphin noises in the background. He'll just spout a couple memes here and there. And that'd pretty much be the extent of the podcast with Dolphin. But yeah, no, we're gonna try and get everybody on this podcast. Even some of the people who aren't higher ups and have just been staff with GGN for a long time. So yeah, just expect this to be probably a recurring thing, where we talk pretty much like about whatever's on our mind, but we also try and keep it in the sphere of Gmod. So I guess our first topic, naturally would just be the Clone Wars roleplay, the one we've been developing for ages now. It's been very cyclical, been through a couple of rough stages, but we've managed to always power through. And at the moment, it's doing quite well. I don't know if you want to rebuttal that, Fakeo, or you have anything to add to that. What are your thoughts on the? What are your thoughts?
Really well.
Yeah, no, I mean, we had our rough patches there before. For those of you who haven't been with us for that long of a time, we were originally with a couple of other owners who we won't go into specifics here, but the server pretty much split because of them, and we were kind of left fending for ourselves. But then we got some really good people like Dolphin and Gecko, and we just restarted this server right back up. And Fakeo was AFK for a little bit there, but I ended up contacting him and getting him back into it. He actually made the trailer for the server, which I posted on the channel a while ago. And since then, the server's been doing absolutely spectacularly, and we're very happy with the direction of the community and how that's all going. And we actually, and although it's kind of, people see it as a bit more of a mingy server because it's semi-serious, we are trying to change that. And Fakeo, if you want to make a mini announcement here about what we're planning to do in the next couple of days, actually, to appeal to the more serious players.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just saying I don't want to reveal too much, but if you're really into serious military RP, there will be something for you. So not worry about that. Right around the corner.
Yeah. Okay. So we won't go too much in depth into that. We'll just leave it as is. But yeah, we're gonna have something coming up for a lot more of the serious players in the very near future. So for those of you who are into our Clone Wars roleplay but don't like the mingy kind of aspects of it, we will be fixing that as soon as possible. By the way, Fakeo, can you hear the vacuum in the background now?
No, I cannot.
Okay, let's hope my recording doesn't pick up on that. Alright, okay. Alright, and that's pretty much, that's the Clone Wars roleplay in a nutshell. And yeah, we're definitely going to go more in depth on everything. I'm going to be taking suggestions, recommendations from a lot of other people other than the higher ups on this podcast. So, we might do a community thing where we just get one random member of the Geetsly's Gaming Network community to actually come and join me on the podcast. And yeah, they can kind of join in a group discussion. But this is just kind of a whole new thing, and we're still fleshing a lot of things out. So don't take anything at face value just yet. And hold on until everything gets sorted out. But as I said, that's pretty much the Clone Wars in a nutshell. And now I guess we can just talk a little bit about the Imperial, because that's been through a couple of stages as well, actually.
Yeah.
The Imperial started off, I guess, as It was kind of an acquisition into the Geetsly's community. So we took some guys in who wanted to join us. They wanted the Geetsly's brand, the Geetsly's label, advertising on the channel, and we happily accepted them. But in the end, they weren't necessarily doing their jobs to the best of their ability, and the server was wavering quite a lot. And once the owner got a whiff of what we were probably going to do, which was get them to resign in the very near future, he went on a little bit of a tantrum and a bit of a rampage and destroyed the server, destroyed the Prometheus, and just caused a lot of headaches for especially Dolphin, who had to reinstate, I think it was around 400 packages.
Yeah, 400.
Yeah, so that was pretty crazy that week because everything it just came to a close instantly. And yeah, I guess it was just a coup on the Imperial server. But you know, as we've done in the past, our servers seem to have quite a quite a degree of resilience, and we managed to get that back up and running again. And like the Clone Wars, Imperial is doing extremely well. And once again, I'm really happy with the way the community is going, and I have no problems whatsoever.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna admit I am definitely not a pro on Imperial RP. That's Gecko, and
Oh yeah,
pretty
true.
much almost anyone. I've been on there a few times. I don't really like Imperial. I'm more into the Clone Wars sort of stuff. I really like the diversity.
Yeah, it's whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat,
Yeah.
man.
One thing I can say about it is that it is a good lesson, though. Um, you shouldn't go out like that, destroying Prometheus and everything. I mean, it's just a life lesson that you don't want to burn your bridges. Because the dude, even he could have resigned peacefully, and then if he had another concept or idea that went really well, and he wanted to come back to the Geetsly's network just to have our name or something, he could come back. But at this point, I don't think that's ever going to happen, just because of
Yeah, exactly.
how he left. Yeah,
And I
and
don't
so
I don't think it's a good idea to piss off Gecko either, to be honest. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
yeah, he's definitely never gonna let him in again. But yeah, you just don't want to burn bridges. That's just like he could have left. I get it. He could have been angry. I know we all get angry, but just
You don't make those exactly. You don't make those emotionally driven decisions that have no benefit to you whatsoever.
Yeah.
And that exactly, that's just kind of a life lesson. I mean, you would have thought someone who's what, like 25, 26 would have learned that maybe in his teenage years or something. Like I mean, it's not a smart move to make. And as you say, if he ever wanted to come back with a fresh concept and a fresh idea, then more than likely we would have, taken him back in and talked to him, be like, are you going to be 100% down for this server? And we would have had like, decent conversations, and we would have actually got something up and running. But now that he's done all of this and created so much work for Dolphin, Gecko, and pretty much all the Imperial staff as well, there's no chance of that happening. And there was no point of it either, so...
Yeah. So it's kind of sad how that story ended. Good thing is that Imperial, I think, let's see, is almost as popular as Geetsly's mate. No, never mind. Nope, not even close. Imperial is popular, but just not as popular as the Clone Wars RP. That's just the big hitter right there. That's what everyone wants to be on. So yeah.
Yeah, no, it's still got decent amounts of popularity, relative to its server slot size as well. So no, I've no complaints with it, and I've been on the on the Imperial server a couple of times, and I actually find it pretty enjoyable. I mean, I still think I have a raw file on my computer. It's like, when I was prancing around as an Imperial propagandist. So like, I had my camera, I had my sleek uniform, and I was just taking pictures of random Imperial stormtroopers. So I actually should get that video up and edit it and everything like that, but that was back in the time of when, the old Imperial owners had control of the server, so I'm not sure if it's too suitable these days.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would be suitable. It's a video, like that was before terms ended and stuff. I don't think anyone would get offended. It's just games,
Yeah, true. Just fun and games. That's the way.
Now, would you like to talk about the Instagram now? Because you're doing some big things with that.
Oh yeah, true. No, we are. We've made huge revamps to the Instagram, and it's actually pretty enjoyable now that we found our kind of little formula and our nice niche. I mean, we've got Yeah, so pretty much for those of you who don't know, we are smashing out a series where we have all the legions, battalions, squads in the Clone Wars. And we're gonna do as many as we can. We're gonna have the profile on that legion. Then we're gonna have a profile on all the notable individuals within that legion as well. So it's gonna be like a mini information dump every single day. So we're gonna be uploading one photo a day, so we kind of don't flood everybody's feed. And we've also been posting stories, you know, Rex, who would win? Rex versus Cody, who would win? Bakara versus Rex. And like, so we've just kind of, we've made the Instagram a lot more community focused. And yeah, we're a lot more active on it now. I know we took a massive hiatus.
I think the polls showed that everyone would think Rex is obviously the dominator, you know.
Yeah, no, that yeah, the polls definitely did show that. I mean, Cody, yeah, he got blown out of the water in that one. I mean, I'm actually gonna check the statistics right now because yeah, it was 86% to 14%. So I'm sorry to all you good old Cody fans, but the rest of the community doesn't apparently agree with you. And oh, sure, it's the same with
Oh,
Wolf.
really?
It's the same with Wolf and Gree. Wolf, it's 80. I think Wolf is 80. Wait, let me just check now. Yeah, Wolf is 87% and Gree's 13%. Yeah, Gree's just never been a
Hmm.
popular clone. I've got to say, you know, after his attempted assassination on Yoda, you know, he's just been ostracized by the entire community. Poor guy. Poor
Yeah, I
fella.
can relate to agree. He was, if you look into his lore, he was a nerd, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was.
Like,
That's very true. That is very true. I mean, he named himself after an alien species. He wasn't that bad of a clone. He's just very misunderstood. And I actually have a video on that, the most misunderstood clone commander. So if any of you want to change your opinions on Gree, I recommend you head to that video.
yeah.
But yeah, so pretty much, I highly recommend you join the Instagram now because it's just gotten so much more fun, I reckon. And you'd learn a lot as well. So we've just got lore tidbits coming through every single day for all those
Oh yeah,
interested.
oh yeah. And giveaways will be upcoming for people to, you know,
Oh yeah,
spend
no, we're
time.
gonna be having plenty of giveaways. Not only for the Instagram, but you know, for all the servers and everything like that. And
Yep, yep,
it's
yep.
yeah, pretty much because of the community support as well. So we're gonna give back through giveaways and all that fun stuff. Um,
Now, did you have a subject you wanted to talk about on this podcast about Star Wars, maybe like clone mindsets, or like best battalion or something like that, or
um,
was it just about the servers?
no, no, no. I was toying with that idea actually, and you guys are hearing this in like kind of this is like really meta, but yeah, I was toying with that idea. But I'm not too sure yet. So I'm just gonna see what the community response is to this podcast in general, and see what the reactions are like. And if people like it, then no, definitely, I reckon we could get into actually talking about lore on the podcast. You know, everything to do with the
Right.
Clone Wars and just
Yeah, of
relating it
course,
all
of course.
together. But yeah, for now, I just want to gouge the reactions of all the
Gotcha.
fans.
And this is going to be like a weekly thing, right? Because
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this
could
definitely
you,
will be a
by
weekly thing.
any way, could you make it Tuesdays? Because Mondays I'm busy. Like half the time, you know, I have that other. I literally have another podcast that I just didn't go to today.
Oh damn. No, 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 sure. Just as long as it's before Thursday my time, which is Wednesday your time,
Okay, okay, yeah, gotcha, gotcha.
because that's
Um,
that's when I'll be uploading the podcast.
yeah, I got you. Anything else you want to talk about? So we went over Instagram, which I'm just gonna put my foot in the door right here. And this is my personal preference. Maybe I'll flame some people for this. Cody was a better commander than Rex. I'm just gonna say it. Just gonna
God
say it. I'm gonna leave it
damn.
there. I'm
God
gonna
damn.
leave.
Oh,
Yep, yep, yep.
Fakeo, you're you're officially the most hated CEO in history. What's going on? Far out.
Dude, I just so I watched the Clone Wars, right? And I mean, I've just always liked Cody. You know, he's just a dude who does what he has to do, and
Hmm.
it just interests. He uses his assets properly. Okay, I,
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
I'm coming from this kind of from a business standpoint, but you know, a bunch of his men died in their battles. Okay, I'll give him this. He
Hmm.
wasted lots of life, but he also got almost every objective he ever needed to do done, and
Hmm.
that's what I like about him. Also, I think he just looks the coolest. Like Rex, not gonna lie, the little it looks like he has a little mustache. It kind of looks stupid. His helmet kind of looks weird. Not gonna
Oh
lie.
damn! This is this is shots fired right here. Shots fired.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I, I, I can see where you're coming from with the Cody. Like he's got a really good strategical mind and everything like that. He knows his stuff. That's why he's a martial commander.
yes.
But with Rex looking funny, Rex looks like an absolute G. Like I love the look of Rex. I don't know where you're getting those facts from, but Rex's helmet is like
CEO right
is
now.
oof.
Don't worry.
Rex's helmet is perfect. It's got them J guys, everything like that. But
I like the
hey,
cigars. It just looks like he has a mustache, bro. It looks like that little blue, like he drank a little too much Gatorade, and you know.
far out.
Yeah.
This is gonna be my most disliked video. What are you doing to me, man? What are you doing to me? No, no. But yeah. Well, there you have it. That's our CEO's opinion on Commander Cody versus Captain Rex. I'm not necessarily gonna say I agree with that opinion, but you know, free country. We live in a Western society, people. Free speech, free speech. So don't lynch him,
Oh, yeah.
please. Don't lynch him. Don't hang him from a tree. All right.
Oh my god. Yeah, you can say that the comfort of Australia, but if I say it here in America, bro, you know how many this would be flagged the second it got uploaded.
All right. Well, I guess after that bit of bants, we'll just quickly summarize kind of what this podcast is and what we aim to achieve. So once again, I'm gonna try and make this a weekly thing, probably maybe even fortnightly. It depends, because I do want to do more of my gaming videos as well, which I need to slip in as my third video slot for the week. But I'm gonna try and make this as regular as possible, and I'm gonna try and get more people on the podcast as well. So Fakeo was of course our first guest, and he will be joining us. Oh, well, I'll try to get him to join us in the future, but I'll try and also get more of a group thing going as well. So we'll have, of course, Crazy Gecko, Barnes, Dolphin, a lot more of the higher ups, and even some of the staff, as I said before, that have been here for quite a while. And yeah, other than that, guys, that's pretty much my first podcast featuring my good friend Fakeo, and we're just fleshing things out, seeing how things go. And if you like this, make sure you give that fat thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, guys. No, but for real, if you guys like it, just leave a comment, leave a comment below, and yeah, just tell me, and then I'll probably just keep doing it.
Dislike the video if you think that Cody's better than Rex. Let's see.
Yeah.
Don't
You know
worry,
what?
man.
You know what? It's
With what
fine.
I
It's
just
fine.
said,
I
you'll get about-
don't.
Don't
Do
worry.
it.
With what I just
Do
said,
it.
you'll get about one dislike. And
Yeah. So that's that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the bants, little Captain Rex, Commander Cody bants, and a small little update on the servers and you know what we think and our perspectives. But we'll of course try and mix up the perspectives, get a few different people on here, and make this podcast something fun and something we just do weekly as a community. So yeah, anyways guys, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Fakeo, your turn to sign off. It feels weird because I don't usually have anybody else to sign off with me, and that's usually my final line in videos. So finish it off strong.
You already know what I'm gonna say. Commander Cody's better. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go get it to Instagram, bro, because that thing's gonna be lit in a few days.
Yeah, gang.
And if you hate any, if you dislike or want to send me any hate emails, I will actually put my email. Geetsly, you want to put my personal email in the description? So
Of anytime, Fakeo, anytime.
Oh, here we go. I'll actually type it in right now, but you can put that in the description. Just send me death threats on why you think that Rex is better than Cody. And yeah. So yeah, that's all I gotta say.
No worries. My pleasure. So yeah, you guys go do that. Send him some nice death threats. Have some fun. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the podcast. So have a good rest of the week, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.